Here we go again. I am sitting in front of a camera recording in stuff that I don't normally do. I don't usually just talk to a camera and speak my mind. I guess you'd call this part 2 of what I did about a week and a half ago. Although this isn't as heavy and as intense and it's much happier and brighter. Well, I guess that was still happy, but just different, a different vibe. But for anyone that doesn't know, about a week and a half ago, I came out. And this isn't about that, but it's kind of changed my perspective on a lot of things. It's changed my perspective on how I'm viewing life, weirdly enough. A week and a half later, it is definitely the greatest thing that I've ever done in my life. And I'm very happy and I'm very blessed that it all went smoothly. As smoothly as you could hope it to go. There's still a lot of anxiety and there's still a lot of kind of awkwardness that I'm getting past, but I'm doing okay as a proud gay person. I'm doing as best as I can in a very short amount of time. But what I've noticed is that since doing that, I've had this weird outlook on life. I'm like, I feel like I can just tackle anything and I can do anything I kind of set my mind to, because I really don't think I'll do anything as scary and as nerve-wracking as that. So just that moment alone of doing all that. I kind of said this on one of my shows last week, one of my podcasts, saying I have this vision of where I want to be and I'm determined to get to that goal. I kind of gave myself this thing of like, this next year, I want to work really hard at what I'm doing currently, content-wise. Whatever I'm doing content-wise, I want to work really hard at it. And I want to make sure I'm giving the best that I possibly can. Whether that's quality, quantity, whatever it may be, I want to present the best I can. And it's weird. Social media is the basis of content creation. You have to be kind of a member of social media, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. You have to be kind of, it's your platform to promote. It's your platform to get your content to the world. And this last week, since coming out, I've seen the best parts of social media and some of the worst. Personally, I've seen so much support, love, everything. It's the platform I use to do so. So it's shown me so much love from people from across the world to people that live, 2 blocks away from me. It's all been on the internet. I posted that video to YouTube. It's all part of the internet, and it's shown me that side of the internet, which I love. But lately, especially with everything going on within the wrestling world and just the world in general with COVID and everything else, it's shown some pretty brutal parts of social media. It's shown a lot of negativity, which I've never really been one, especially with content, to focus on. I've always tried to focus on the positive. Even if you just look at wrestling, I always kind of focus on the positives. But I posted a few days ago on social media that I feel like I'm losing my love for wrestling, and I'm losing my love for, therefore, creating content about wrestling. And the reason I say that is because I feel like social media has pulled the worst parts of wrestling and put it to the forefront. It's pulled all the negative instead of focusing on the positive. You can't like something without someone else blasting you for it. That's how I found social media. Now, that's just me personally. I know everyone's experience is different, but we've seen so much negativity on social media. We always do, but especially in this last week and a half. It's weird. It's the same timeline as since coming out that I'm like, I've seen so much love and so much hate on this place. And I'll get back to that in a minute. This story will come back around. But so we've seen all this love and we've seen all this hate. This is just from my point of view. This is just from my perspective. But I want to focus more on putting a lot of effort and hard work into my content to make it the best. I have a vision and I have a goal. I want, if there's just a slight chance that one day this maybe could become my full-time job, then I'm going to explore that avenue and I'm going to try and do that. And I'm going to do my best to get to that end goal. I know some people might call me crazy and some people, aren't about that. Yes, this is fun, but it's become my passion and it's become something that I'm determined and motivated to make as big as I possibly can. And I'm willing to, put in this hard work to do so. And while I'm very proud of the content I've done in the past and continue to do, I know that I can do better. And sometimes the problem is with wanting to do so much and wanting to do so much better is that sometimes you got to take 3 steps back to move 1 step forward sometimes. But sometimes you got to take yourself out of the equation to kind of just chill, and you've got to kind of just recharge, refocus, and actually think about what you're doing. So, this is what I've come to decide, is that at least for the next few weeks, if not longer, I need to take a little bit of a break. I need to put the red lights on here and I need to kind of just stop. I want to recharge, I want to refocus, and I want to remember why I love not only content creating, but wrestling. Because I feel like in the midst of everything that's been going on, and this has been a gradual process, is that I feel like wrestling has become so much of my identity in content creating. And I'm scared that if I don't just take a step back and stop analyzing wrestling like I do with making shows, if I don't just stop and be a fan of wrestling again for a little bit, I'm going to lose my love for wrestling and I'm going to lose a part of my identity. And then I feel like I'm going to lose any kind of hope I have on continuing creating content. Now, I know I create other content that's not based on wrestling, but the basis of everything I do is wrestling. The reason everyone knows who I am on Twitter, the people that know me on Twitter, I should say, is because of wrestling for the most part. So I need to take a little bit of a step back. So what I'm going to be doing, and this is really uncomfortable for me to say because it's the thing I look forward to the most in my week, it kind of keeps me moving, is podcast, Twitch streaming, creating content for whatever it may be in any form. It's my favorite thing to do, guesting on other people's shows. But I need to take a step back and go, hey, what am I doing this for? And how can I make this the best it can possibly be for myself and for other people? So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And I've been thinking about what this break really means for me. And I need to take a break from everything. I need to go back to really remembering, why I love wrestling and just watching it as a fan. And that includes not being on social media for a little bit. And as someone who is 24 years old, I spend a lot of my time on social media. So I need to take a little bit of a real step back here and go, do I love wrestling still? Am I just finding an excuse to blame something for not loving wrestling, that being Twitter or social media in general? And do I still love content creating? Because I always said, if this is not fun, I'm not going to do it. And while I am having a lot of fun with this, I just need to rediscover my love for some things. I need to recharge and I need to refocus on what I can do better. So I'm taking a little bit of a break. I'm going away for a little bit. Please don't forget me. But I need to kind of just take a step back. So from today and till whenever, I'm not going to be on Twitter. I'm not going to be on Instagram. I'm not going to be on Facebook. I'll still be on my personal account on Facebook because that's not content and that's not indulgent. That's just, that. But all of my content stuff, I'm taking a halt with. I need to refocus. I'm not going away forever, but I need to dial my brain again, and I need to fuel up, and I need to put some gas in this tank again, because I know that I'm capable of a lot more than I've done, and that's not me being cocky, that's just me I know me, and I know what I can achieve, and I want to achieve more. So I'm going to take a little bit of a step back. You're not going to see me on Twitter. You might see me post a tweet from time to time, just in, something. But for the most part, I'm taking a soft kind of take back from Twitter, and social media in general. So, I guess stay posted to my Twitter for when I'll be back. It could be a week. It could be 3 weeks. It could be 2 months. I really don't know how long this is going to be. But so just for anyone that needs clarification, That means no podcasts. That means no Twitch streaming. That means no content creating of any kind, which is going to be very difficult for me. It means no tweeting for the most part, unless there's something that I really need to explain to you guys or give you an update on what's going on. I'm taking a little bit of a step back. Of course, DMs will be open. I don't know if I'll be checking them. I really don't know how this is going to go. This could last 5 days, and I could be like, I'm ready to come back. I don't know, but I need to see what this is like without it all. I need to reset, and I feel like there's only one way to do that, and that's completely removing yourself. I don't feel like I can really be here at the moment in the mindset that I'm in. If you've seen a few days ago that thread I posted on Twitter, I'm not sad. I'm in a very good place in my life. Like I said at the start of this video, I've just recently been through all of that, and I'm very happy. And I feel like this is the perfect time to do this because it's not an act of like, oh, my mental health isn't there. I'm sad. I'm trying to find, ways to be happy. I'm a very happy person right now. But I need to find that love again that I have for the thing that makes me happiest, and that's professional wrestling, and that's content creating. They're my two biggest loves, or two of my biggest loves in this world, and I need to rediscover that. And I feel like sometimes Twitter can be very hard on people that are just WWE fans. And sometimes you get a little bit lost with how much negativity there is surrounding that place. Some granted, some not. But I need to rediscover my passion for wrestling again. Because I know I still love wrestling. It's the thing I have the most knowledge on. And I'm scared about losing my identity. And I need to know that if it's not for me anymore, if wrestling isn't there for me anymore, then what is my identity in content creating? That's another hurdle I'll get to if I need to get to. But I just wanted to let you guys know. And this was the easiest way to do it, was a video, or if you're listening to this on my podcast feed. I'm not going away. I will be back at some point. Like I said, it could be 5 days. It could be 5 weeks. I don't know. But thank you for everything in the last week and a half. This isn't an attack on any person specifically. No one's done anything to me. It's a general sense. This is completely a general sense that I just need to reset. I need to refocus on some new ideas, and I need to flesh out them and iron them out and see if they're going to work. And sometimes you need to really be in your ideas and not doing anything else to focus on that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a break, and I have a goal in mind. I have 365 days in my brain to go, I want to make this work. And if it doesn't, then I need to reevaluate, and I need to focus my attention on something else. But yes, thank you for everything that you've done for me, Twitter land, social media land, anyone watching this. Everyone has been so kind. Don't forget who I am. Don't forget who I am. And yeah, go listen to my old episodes. Get a sense of what I'm like. Go watch my old stuff on Twitch and YouTube. I just need to take a little bit of a break. But I guess I'll see you soon. I guess. All right. Goodbye.